Hi there. Okay, today I am going to take you through a journal page. I'm going to be doing this in my moleskin journal. This is a small moleskin, which is approximately 8.5 by 5 inches, and I'm going to do a double page spread. I'm going to be using the Amsterdam acrylics in yellowish green and emerald green, and the Winsor & Newton cadmium deep yellow. Okay, let's get started. Right, so all I'm doing here is just graduating the colours from light in the centre, and I'm going to work my way out with the darker colours. Okay, I'm just going to get this dried off and then I'll come back. Okay, now that's all dry, we're going to add some detail to the background. This is a Creative Expressions stamp. It's the script stamp. I really like this one. I use this one quite a lot. I'm stamping it with black archive ink. Okay, this is the Tim Holtz stars stencil. I'm just going to add a little bit of detail. Okay, well what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be putting a collaged image, which I made up earlier. This is just bits and pieces cut out from magazines, picked out different colours, flowers, bow. Picked out a face first, which was pretty much free from hair. Added some wings, just cut out different body parts. So this is going to be my focal image on my page. And as you can see, she's flying. So what I want to do is stamp some houses down here so that we can make it look as if she's actually up in the air. So what I've got, I made some hand carved stamps. These are just out of the extra thick foam. They're not perfect by any means, but they do give a nice effect. So I'm going to stamp those randomly across the bottom and we'll see how we get on. Now, I'm not going to worry too much if they're not perfect, because I can always fill them in with a black pen later on. Okay, well I'm happy with those. I'm going to get those dry and then I'll come back. Okay, what I've done off camera is I've just stuck my image down with gel matte medium. I've dried the page completely, so we're now ready to go on to the next step. So what I'm going to do next, I've got a black ink tints, it's ink black pencil, and I'm going to go around all of the edges with that, and then I'm going to decide whether I'm going to dry rub it or use a water brush. So I'm just literally just going to put a line around the whole of the outside. You don't have to worry too much. Okay, I think I'm gonna use if I can find it, a blending stump. I'm back. I've managed to find a blending stump. Now I'm just going to go round and just follow the lines and just blend them in. And what it does, it just creates a little bit of a shadow that goes around the outside. What I tend to do in all these corners, try and drag the pencil line out a little bit, so just so that it makes a little bit of a darker shadow. I'm not being too careful, just go around the outside. Okay, I'm ready to stamp a couple of quotes. These are from Kaisercraft and I'm stamping with archival black ink. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have one on either side of her. Right, what I think I need to do now is bring in maybe some of a pink colour. Feel that it needs some more pink just to balance it out. So what I'm going to use is the Dina Wakley magenta. And I'll just do this straight out of the tube, and that way I don't waste any. Now I'm doing this freehand, but if you're worried about it, you can do it with a stencil or you could pencil it in first. But I find with these flat brushes, it tends to be quite easy. And already you can see, just by adding that bit of pink, it seems to make it pop. I like that. I do like to put circles in. I just think they help to provide a pop of colour but don't detract away from the main image. One more, I think. Now I could wait for them to dry and go over them again, but I'm quite happy how they've come out. So I think I'm going to leave them as they are. And I quite like the fact that you can still see through. Okay, I'm just going to get this one dried off and then I'll be back. Okay, while I was getting that dry, I decided just to add a few more patches of pink, and I just scrape these on really lightly with a palette knife. So nothing difficult, just the tiniest little bit of paint onto the end of the palette knife and then just scraped it on and spread it out. So perfectly simple. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go in. I got the new food ball 1.5. It's a black roller ball. These are originally made in Japan, but Ranger have just started to distribute them. I managed to get mine from Art from the Heart in Harrogate, and when I go there in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to pick up a few more. Brilliant pen, pretty much writes over anything, and a really nice thick black colour. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to add some details in with the pen. Right, okay, what I'm going to do now, I bought these dropper bottles, and what I do with these is I fill them up with my paint colours, and because they've got a really small tip, I actually use them like I would use a pen or a paint pen. So I'm just going to add some of that. Okay, I'm just going to get that dried off and I'll be back. Okay, I'm almost finished. I'm just going to bring some of this blue colour in because I don't have any blue on any other part of the page, so it'd be nice just to tie that in. So what I've got is a Liquitex acrylic paint marker, exactly the same as using paint except in a pen form, so absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to go around those with the food ball. And then I'm going to go in with a white Liquitex paint marker and just highlight the centres. Okay, I think I'm going to call that one done. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.